thumemen kubor, taktosepkost erith. Kuborenko se kastlopor, umid abodakos turith. Azmelage shormeran luskal, o kapgothum ubasolak. Idos babinus senikal, aroltosep sholil dak. O kapgothum ubas, alora nanatas. O kapgothum zulash saram, astos tosevakam. Vusotan egen fatkal ortunen Nanoth urist ekastan Nanoth ikal odenen Sanad rausch vikuk bekom Arol takan risivom Okab nanoth ostar gothum Sipos agonolvom Okab gothum ubas Alora nanatas O kapgothum zulash saram Astos tosebakam Nanothtoset uvasurist Nirid nobinkul avus otad osnilnist Okam gothum goskopor abot kakitek haskas Okad gothum gosnokad ubas arrisma birkas Okad gothum ubas Alora nanatas O kapgothum zulash saram Astos tosebakam
That was Okab Gothum by Mr. Goat, aka Cripple Bottoms. Okab Gothum, Cripple Bottoms. That's available over on YouTube, and Goat drops frequent videos. There is the link. There's where his song is, and you can enjoy that. And no, it's not Polish. It's Dwarvish from Dwarf Fortress, which is a game you can play without having to buy it on Steam, but I'm going to buy it on Steam because I like these guys and they seem pretty cool. So we're going to turn on the music because I tried to get SoundSense working, and then it said some shit about Java, and I said no. That is Mr. Tex's comfort level of technology, is you get to that point where you bring in things like Java, and I go, no thank you. So we're going to go over here to the main scene, because I do have this little Stream Deck that Mike insisted I get, and he insisted wasn't terrifying. We'll see. Click. All right, let's see. And click and play now. All right, we're going to go and we're going to play our game. And as soon as the game launches, you know, I'll definitely be buying it. And then I'll be playing that one, which is the same game. But I just want to give these guys money because I feel like a scumbag now that I've played this game for this long and I haven't given them enough money for the amount of hours in it. And hello everyone who's decided to join. I appreciate it. So last we had our fortress. It's a fortress. I mean, it's not great. Tolan Domas, road guilds, the 14 dwarves. We got 300 booze ish. We got a front gate. America, We got some things. We also have this giant fucking volcano. Last time around, we learned that there are no trees. Really? So much? There's no real trees here. There's just giant saguaro cactus, which we've been slowly pilfering. Nothing but cacti and volcano. Our exports are pain and suffering. Cleveland, we're in the Dwarf Fortress version of Cleveland. If Mike was in the room, he'd be laughing or yelling. Then I'd remind him of the fun we had in Cleveland, and he would say, all right, that's fair. Cleveland was fun. It's like BioShock, but real. It's like Art Deco. There's even splicers running around on the walls. It's neat. So, last time around, this Road Guild's fortress, some guys kept showing up. And we also have some bees. Okay, I forgot the bees. There are some bees. There will be some bees, okay? We've got some bees out here. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the bees are doing on the Volcano, but there are some beehives, so we can get into some business. See what all this business is all abuzz, you know? I will stop making bee puns, maybe. No, I won't. So, let's see. I swear it's the bee's knees. We're gonna make some more, they like figurines. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some fucking minis, brother. We're gonna make some minis. We're gonna get into that fucking minis business, brother. Yeah. That's what we gotta do. We gotta turn rocks into miniatures. Could you imagine that? Like, being like, ah, yes, here's my rock soldier. Hope I don't drop it. Dies. Alright, let's do throne. Let's do that. We're gonna build some chairs and make some rock mechanisms. Why not? Let's just do that. Never can have too many. We're gonna make some rock doors. And then I'm going to make the sad bureaucrat hall. Okay. Below. Below digs. Happy birthday. That doesn't even make sense. I will stop talking. Alright, we're gonna put that there. I know a lot of people are gonna suddenly start playing a lot of Dwarf Fortress when this comes out and be like, wow, this new game is great. And the rest of us are gonna scream. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But we'll just be glad that the normies are helping these people instead of giving money to EA. I think we'll all be happy. Well, not happy, more contented, you know? Bees sugar. So we're just gonna have some fun. And by the way, if you guys don't want to check this out, if this is a little slow paced for you, I think Cookie is over on WBPL 76, last I checked, playing some wholesome stuff. So that's also an option, if you want. Okay, so I see a pattern here. Mine better, find oil, invent plastic crack, profit. I like this. Thank you. I can do this, but I'm trying to get into the minis business here. Unfortunately, we're going to need to get some more logs if we want to achieve anything, because I'm going to need to start making bins. And I need regular logging to make that happen. And unfortunately, it appears like I've scoured most of the fucking trees off this place. I keep telling them to go chop trees down, but I'm not sure if they can actually get over here to fucking do it. Because there's been weather and a bunch of other things. But hey, we have bees at least, right? There. Alright, now we're back up here. Back up here, back up here. There. Good. EA Sports, eat shit and die. Yeah, that's not wrong. And that's the thing is, you know, you gotta have some fun. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna build my little fortress here. I'm going to build my fortress of fun, and I'm going to hope that my dwarves don't die. That is basically as far as I've typically get in Dwarf Fortress. So far, the lack of migrants is a little concerning, but we're on a volcano in the middle of the fucking ocean, so I think that it would be weirder if a bunch of people just kept showing up. Like, they were just dumping people like that, or somebody said it was like, oh, this whole land is full of gold, and so everyone starts showing up and being like, oh, where's the gold? And you're like, what fucking gold? All we have is a volcano and bees. And they're like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, damn, I paid for a ticket to bees? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, ah, fuck. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, shit. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, I can't get back. And they're like, that's your problem. Now you in the volcano business or you in the bee business? Because you're gonna have to choose. We are dwarves of limited means here. And Abron, hope everything's going as best it can. All our love from the BPL, man. Yeah, I guess it is, like, I guess they're using our fucking, I guess they're using our little island out here as just like a penal colony. They just keep dropping people off, and they're like, oh yes, here's this whole gaggle fuck of soup makers. And I'm like, why? Oh, a snowstorm has come in our desert. Our desert snowstorm next to the volcano. Okay. You know, fine. So it kind of feels like Star Trek when there's the Genesis planet and they're like, oh, it's stable. And they're like, I made it out of silly putty. And he's like, silly putty? That's fucking dumb. And then the planet breaks. Remember that? That's where I feel like our fortress is. These are, oh well, whatever. We're just going to have a good time. And we're also going to go into, let's see, let's go into aminals. Oh, cool. Yeah, we're gonna kill the shit out of these and make some burgers. Uh-huh. Alright, there. We're gonna make some burgers. We gotta make some hamburgers. Oh, we're gonna have some good, fun time. Nice volcano. Thank you, Pablo. It's been a while since I've generated a world that had a nice volcano that didn't have a saltwater aquifer. But look, I'm hanging out in my volcano. I've got a goose, which we're gonna kill the shit out of because fuck that thing. And, I mean, they're terrible. Cobra chicken. No. I'm not gonna bring those in the fucking fortress. Fuck those things. Fucking dangerous. But, I mean, it's an okay fort so far. And Pablo's watching. And, you know... Pablo's watching. Hey, regular guy training. Yeah, this is Welcome to Dwarf Fortress. It's a very fun game / simulator. I don't know, man. I don't like saltwater aquifer volcano starts because you can't go anywhere, and usually it's like, hey, guess what? I hope you like obsidian as a business because that's what you're making shit out of, and I'm already out of logs again, which sucks. I'm thinking of building a trade depot that is just like fireproof break, because I'm not sure where the volcano actually starts. I think it's here. But what I want to do is build a ledge. I want to build a ledge over the volcano, and then I want to saw the ledge out. And Pablo, I can't check things while I'm streaming, buddy. It will have to wait till after the stream. After I figure out how to kill some elves so I can feel better. You know what I mean? That's what's important. Hit K. Alright, I have hit K, Pablo. However, there is a bit of a lag. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm actually in the window. I'm just very nervous. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I got an idea here. I'm thinking what I need to do is I need to put down... I think I need to put down an absolute drawbridge or something over that, leading to a trade depot that I can just collapse. I want to throw the elves into the lava. I want to see what happens. It's been a while since I've killed an elf. I feel the itch. First, I must buy wood from them, though, because we are out. A baby alpaca is starving. What? On the volcano? That's crazy. Why would that happen on the volcano? Why would you bring an alpaca to a fucking volcano? Why would you do that? Like, what are you... Why? I'm just wondering. Like, okay, there's lava. So it is this layer here. So this the layer below my lowest mine is the actual lava. So I can actually get a nice drop there. I can actually get a really nice drop there. That would be good. Okay, so my dwarf fortress is acting a little funny, which sometimes happens. So give me a moment, because it's actually not accepting my input commands. The tab is working, but the keys are not. So let's double check. There we go. Caps lock was on. I thought I'd fucked up Dwarf Fortress, but no, I'm just really stupid. But no, I think what I want to do is just kind of a little peninsula, kind of hanging over the, you know, I want that little peninsula just hanging over the volcano, and I want to just be able to saw it out like Looney Tunes while they're on it, and they just bloosh right into the deep end. You see what I'm going for? You see what I'm going for? Like, I hope you kind of grasp my idea here. I like the idea of just it being a little bit of chaos. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah. Let's double check on what's going on in the fortress. Needs cooking. No, there's definitely a dwarf who can cook. All right, so you know what? We're going to wait until we have a butcher shop. Yeah, I'm going to need one. Should probably put him in his own room so he can just stink it up. Just a little guy. You're right, Pablo. So we're going to have a good time in this fort, and I think we're going to do our best. I also see that goose is just going around fucking with things. I think it's a bad creature, and it wants to do us all harm. Not a fan of it. I'm going to have him tear that building down. There. Maybe he'll finish building another building. I doubt it. Some of these guys are just assholes. You know what I mean? You'll be like, hey, could you do something? And they're like, no. Or for some very specific reason, they'll think about it and then not do it. But I'm going to put my butcher guy here. There we go. And I'm going to make it out of blocks. Because blocks are the future, boys. And you can upvote if you want, but I don't think it'll help. YouTube is YouTube. She is a fickle mistress. What is it, Mr. Train? Yes, I agree. Looks like the smoothing is almost done over what I started, so that's really good. I'm going to give the dwarves a little bit of shared rooms, but they're going to be like luxury condos. So they're going to have some weird roommates. Actually, I don't have to because I don't have that many dwarves. But in time, I could if I needed to. So there's more than enough room. Pablo is screaming right now because these are way too luxurious. And Pablo will feel this coddles the dwarves and makes them expect things. Pablo's favorite room size is something like a North Korean prison cell. It's very cramped. It's very dark. And there is no promise of goodness. But there is productivity. So, let's see. Let's build a table. Alright, let's do... Make rock figurine. Make rock figurine. Construct rock door. Construct rock throne. Alright, so they should be making rock thrones. Alright, let's see. BC. Yeah, alright, there we go. We're going to put one little chair down there and a little table down there, and that's where the bureaucrat sits because he's a sad asshole. There he goes. Excellent. Now, I think we have enough chairs. So there's a sad little stool. And then I'm going to go down here, and I feel like, okay, let's grab that table. Rock door, Okay, we have no wood, so we really can't make beds. That's kind of lame. Look, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a really nice time. I will give them nice rooms to hang out in, but no beds. Welcome to my fortress of plenty, Pablo. Welcome. Such a fine time. The weather has cleared. All right. A thief. I don't care. What's he gonna steal? Our rocks? I mean, come on. This is not a luxurious fortress here. Oh man, beds from lava rock. You could just roll around and just have layers of skin come off really disgustingly. It'd be really fun. Beeswax beds. Ooh, that could be soothing. You know, you can just kind of roll your back in it and be all comfy. It'll be a good time. So we're having a good, nice, comfy little stream here. A thief keeps trying to come in, but I think it's good. That keeps the dwarves on their toes. He's going to steal my lava. Yeah. Another snowstorm is coming spring. So you know this is a wonderful fortress of just snow and fucking cactuses. It's just so nice. Oh, a mountain made out of obsidian. That's so wonderful. That sounds fun. This is the fortress that had no trees. We cut everything down because nature was dumb. I'm seriously running out of access to logs. Yes, Mr. Train, I'm doomed. This is an industrial problem. Yes, Mr. Train, I agree. This is a bottleneck. Please don't embarrass me on my stream, Mr. Train. I promise you, Tex is fine. Well rested. Doing his best. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this over here. And we're gonna just tell him to keep cutting these fucking trees down. Or cactuses or whatever. Wherever they find them. Unfortunately, this may kill the bees. I don't know. But we have enough food, which is a start. It's a start. Oh, I found some on the roof. Excellent. Good times. All right, we cut them. We're gonna cut them down. Yeah. Nature is dumb. Yeah, I'm actually quite hyped for the new release of Dwarf Fortress because I hope it brings a lot more people in to appreciate these motherfuckers who've been building this game selflessly for such a long goddamn time. It's about time one of the little guys wins something. Just once. Just for a little bit. I think that would be nice. I think that would be really pleasant. So we're going to sit here. We're going to build our nice little fortress of nice little things. And just hope we can actually get enough logs to affect other industries. Because so far, not so much. But yeah, I mean, you don't need fancy graphics to really... You don't need You don't need fancy graphics to play Dwarf Fortress. You can play it in ASCII. This is not ASCII, but this is a very minimalist tile set because I'm colorblind as shit. So the contrast helps. And ASCII, subtle things like the color of an E can be a difference between things. Subtleties like that don't help. But I like this one. I just like that they're gonna have a soundtrack for Simon Sverre. That guy's fucking baller. I heard he's gonna do the whole soundtrack, so I'm like fucking excited. I think that's gonna be great. I can't see any colors. I'm a monochromat. The answer is none. It's like a dollar bill. It's all one shade. So it's all tones. Fun times. Roses are red and violets are blue. I don't understand those colors and I'm colorblind. But yeah, it makes things interesting. So you need a lot of contrast. You need a lot of sharp contrast to get by. How do I know what lasers hit me in MechWarrior Online? I don't play it. Or usually it's the ones that melt through me are the clanner ones. Oh. Season changed? There we go. There we go. Good times. Seasons change and nothing's happening. Seriously, this fortress is too calm, too nice. We have a logging shortage because we're on a volcano that alternately has sand, snowstorms and rainstorms, and is otherwise a desert and just covered in scrub and prairie. So this is a really bizarre place. Occasionally migrants show up, but not many. Bam, something else. Looks like we get a lot of nasty weather here at this fortress. We've built a few bee boxes, so bees are going around doing bee stuff. And yeah, I know I'm gonna have to dig deep to really start doing my industry, but I need more dwarves. I only have 13. I want a little bit more power and diversification in my fortress in terms of broader access to skills. I want at least a weaponsmith, and I've got magma right fucking there, so if I don't build a magma forge, I'm an idiot. I know, we're gonna need to start digging deep. I just want to make sure my dwarves are set up with at least beds, so I can offset the sheer horror of living in snowy volcano desert hell with the 6 trees outside. Volcano starts are fun. Ice sheet starts are hellish. They are absolutely hellish. You need to put a lot of points into your dwarves, and you need to take a lot of provisions. Haunted starts are crazy. Pablo's the guy to watch for smarter stuff. Miners never die. I agree. They absolutely shouldn't. It's forbidden. Otherwise there's no, pizza party. You'll get in trouble. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Rock door, rock figurine, rock tables. Good. We're making doors and shit. That's important. And the guys are smoothing stuff out. We'll start engraving, and then we can see what kind of... Oh, what are they eating? We're actually growing mushrooms. That's pretty much it. They're just eating mushrooms. Now, what we're going to do is we're about to let them start carving shit, and we'll see what their engravings say about their wants and wishes and what have you. And I think it won't say a goddamn thing because these guys are crazy. So far, they've done nothing, which is what I expected. This is a very boring fort for being on a volcano. So I'm going to start drilling through. And we're going to get things done. It's going to be good. Alright, we're going to do this. Then we're gonna just have some tunnels there, and we'll just see what we can scare up. I know plump helmets are only making beer. I'm not cooking them. I understand it will lose the spawn. I always remember that one, ever since drowning a fortress once. However, as you will see, I have 300 booze and 600 plant, so we are safe. You know, the best way to survive a goblin invasion is to close the door. It's pretty interesting. So let's continue to go down. We're going to go down a little bit because there's the magma. It's flashing to let you know it's hot. Just like Mr. Teapot, it shouldn't flash. If your teapot actually changes color like the metal, you're not making tea anymore. You're making dangerous things. I always have an excess of booze because I've actually drowned dried a fortress out once, and it was awful. Like, there was no booze, and so every little thing made the dwarves fight. Like, they couldn't drink ale, so, like, you know, a dog walked through, and they just punch its face off, and I'd be like, okay, that seems excessive. That seems a bit excessive. It seems in excess of what is common or good reason. So here's my idea. What if this is just a boring fortress? Like, there's nothing interesting that can happen here. The dwarves are just boring dwarves. They're the Flanders of dwarves. All they do is talk about how fine and dandy things are. Because everything is fine and dandy. I'm going to have them make some fucking ladders, because I think that's probably why they haven't cut a lot of these trees down. Step ladder. There. And dwarves are a little crazy. Look, dwarves go nuts, and there's a psychology to them. That's why this game is interesting. You can... good, migrants. Let's see what we got. All right, let's play some guesses as to what we got in the migrant wave. Let's play guesses, because I'm about to open Dwarf Therapist, and we're about to see. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's a lot of migrants. So the number is, it says 1, but let's just wait until they come in. Just wait. Please don't be nobles. Please no nobles. Unless I'm reading this wrong. Oh, hold on, it just had to load. That was my last fortress. No shit, I was like, holy crap. Did the fortress just explode? Did I just attract 8,000 people? No, I didn't. Alright, so let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Looks like we got, like, another, like, 5. Okay, so we've added 25%. And, yeah, this is a tile set. This tile set is Mayday 16X. So, we got some dwarfs. We got 5 more dwarfs, and that's good. So I need to reassign their fucking jobs because some of them are useless. And I know. All right, what's your job? Wrong. Your job is not that. Your job is now this. What's your job? What? He's like, I'm a peasant. Wrong. Your name is guy who hauls rocks. Go enjoy that. What is your job? Let's see. Animal trainer? Incorrect. Your job is now butcher. Let's see. I'm going to make this guy do some beekeeping as well. He will go keep the bees. Yep, you're going to be a farmer. You're going to do some beekeeping. And then what's your job? This guy, he's like, I do milk stuff. No, you don't. You're a farmer. What a weirdo. All right, what's your job? Trapper? Nope, you're a farmer now. We're going to be bee masters. We're going to use that to make money. Maybe. I don't fucking know. We're going to get into some good business. I feel dirty for saying it. Yep. All right, so I've reassigned some of the boys. What do we got here? Craftsdorf, peasant. No peasants. The job is dumb labor, thank you very much. Steam version is for babymans. Pablo, pay them their money. You've played the game enough. You don't have to play the game on Steam, but please pay them their money. They are definitely worth it, Pablo. Those poor boys got some bills, Pablo. Please let him. Please let them be allowed to do that. Game for a while and live at the same time. It would be very pleasant. All right, let's see. I'm gonna make this guy another dumb labor guy because he walked into the wrong fortress at the wrong time. Child, I cannot do work, which is annoying. All right, more dwarves. Let's see. You're gonna be a Craftsdorf, and you over here are gonna be Locum Odamsham. All right, interesting guy. So we're going to realign a lot of the fortress to be doing things that help us, e.g. not losing money. Alright, that should fix them. Are we winning yet? God only knows. This is Dwarf Fortress, so the winning state, I suppose, is when the game dies, or I do. Check the peasants for weapon skills. No. They will make do with their hands. I will find the least useful people after the season, and I will draft them into the militia. And there they will begin the training. They will begin the training of becoming incredibly dangerous individuals. They'll begin throwing people around and doing stuff like that. All that stuff they do. That guy's a farmer now. Excellent. He's like, I didn't want to join the fortress to be a farmer. And I'm like, fuck you. You work here now. So I managed to make it past year 1 of the fortress. So guess what? I have demonstrated basic competence. Basic competence. And have we had silver yet? In the fortress? Perhaps. Not really. But look how smooth the walls are. That's sad. Alright, look, we're going to put some beds in here. And the doors will have beds, and they will say, holy shit, the luxury. The endless, bountiful luxury. We are out of beds. But we will have doors. Ooh, some of your rooms will have doors for private farting. You can go in the back and blast ass and just let that stone reverberate, you know? Alright, so now that we have enough stone doors so everyone has their own private door, you know, for dwarf farting and stuff, because that has to be dangerous. I'm going to put a door here, and then I'm going to put, oh, we're out of doors. Excellent. Craftsdwarfs, masons, mechanics, masons. Alright, good. It says we're out of stone, which is a lie. It's going to be great. So we have lots more stone, and we're going to go into our rock stockpile, and we're going to get back into the figurines business. We're never going to not make figurines, because figurines are for life, and I think that the action figure business is where we should definitely be putting our money. And I'm a very kind dwarf. And what do I mean go in the back and blast ass? I mean fart in the corner, because if you fart in an all-stone room, it sounds really loud, and then you're very pleased with yourself. I've never met a person that didn't just fart and like it. People who are ashamed of farting are not, you gotta be careful around them. You know what I mean? They scare me a little. Alright, let's see, what should I make? I'm gonna make some rock, coffins. Well, we're gonna need those soon enough. Alright, so we're gonna have rock coffins, and then, yeah, that's gonna be one of our big businesses. Alright, so we're putting doors in, we'll have rooms, we're starting to get some stone. The migrants are showing up. Okay, it looks like we have 23 dwarves in the inn. Good times. Good times. Alright, so all my dwarves are having a good time. Maybe. Aha. I had a few sneak in with other jobs. Wrong? I knew it. I knew I had a few sneak in. He's like, I'm a woodworker. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're a fucking liar. I saw you. I saw you with my eyes. Thank God for Dwarf Therapist. I remember when you had to do all this manually, and it was the worst thing in the world. I have one guy whose job is literally just engraving stone, and I'm not going to change that at all. I'm going to let him do that forever. I'm going to let one guy just be like a master engraver and go around and make everything a true story, truer and betterer. Like everyone's going to look like the best version of themselves. Like everyone's going to look like ripped. They're going to look just absolutely ripped. Like in all the stories, they're going to be like, oh yeah, he pulled them apart with his bare hands. He destroyed them all with his fist. You know, just really visceral tales. You know, he didn't just make an earring. He made an earring that was so good that reality bent when people beheld it. They saw it and were so destroyed by its beauty that their notion of beauty had forever shifted and then was, and thus, always the standard, or something like that. You have to, you know, his full-time, now, right now he can do like dick butt. He doesn't have a lot of good art skills, but he's going to get there because dwarves live a long time and that's his only job. So 32 dwarves in all now, so holy shit. The fortress has gone up in population quite a bit. I do not have enough beds. Yeah, we gotta have somebody who's like a bard who tells people this fortress is pretty rad. And I don't mean I need it to be mostly true. So we gotta use this horse meat hub. And like IKEA, I'm just gonna turn it into meatballs. So we're gonna go into here and we're gonna make some Gonna make some food. We need more barrels badly, but we're getting there. So once he's got all this in, we're going to put some nice things in. It's going to be fine. Needs bed. So what are you guys... All right. I'm going to ask, since this is just a late night comfy stream, there's not so many of you that I don't feel overwhelmed, and I appreciate that. Here's my question to you guys, and I do think this is rather important. What do you think is an acceptable amount of years for fantasy race lives? Like, okay, some races, like elves, are like immortal. Well, what does that really mean? Like, I think in a fantasy setting, 1,000 years for an elf is reasonable because they're just ancient and but they, you know, take forever to repopulate. I think a dwarf, 250, 300 years is reasonable. I think human is probably, you know, let's be honest, a fantasy setting, 60 at most. Like, on the outlier, your occasional Methuselah is like 80, 85. But, like, here's the question, like, where do halflings sit on that? Where do halflings sit on that, right? I don't think halflings would last that long. I think they would get heart disease. I think you would have like halfling heart disease halfling because you can't eat that well for that long. You just die. All right, so 39 dwarves. They keep streaming in. What in the motherfuck? Oh yeah, they're probably climbing the mountain. Okay, so maybe we might have more dwarves streaming in. This is bad, actually. Because I don't know, like, I don't know what races in fantasy settings is, like, a reasonable amount of, like, you know, years, because I think that the Tolkien, like, they live forever and ever is a bit much. And that's just me. But I think that, I don't know. I don't think dwarves would last that long as well. I think they would get just really, really mad. They'd just be like that really mad grandpa that never goes anywhere. And he's like, let me tell you about it. He'd be like the FUD at the gun range. Dwarves would just get like that. They talk about the good old days. And since they live forever, it'd be like you'd be out at a bar and you'd be like, I got a song. And they're like, let me tell you about a guy who could sing a song. Pachelbel wrote a hell of a canon. And you're like, oh my God, he fucking knew Pachelbel. Ugh. Oh wow, we have a dwarf here that's an administrator. Their name is Astesh Urist Kagaith. Alright, fine. Guess what? I found somebody I can blame for everything. Beezus? You're the broker and the bookkeeper. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna make you the broker. Because you're the administrator. That seems to be your job. So I'm going to replace, and I'm going to be, what is it? Your name is, see, the administrator. Boom. That is your job. You're the broker. Your job is to be really good at stuff. And if you're not, I'll kill you. You will be fed to the lava. The lava. The lava will cure all. Anyways, I like fire. So what do we have here? Administrator, dumb laborer, same job. Herbalist, well, you're wrong. Your job is going to be not that ever again. You can go holistic that out your ass. So what else we got? Farmer, craftsdwarf, crab, blah, 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 dumb labor. And okay, it looks like I sorted that out. Unless 10 more dwarves come in out of nowhere. No, looks like we're good. All right. So we're starting to come down a little bit in drinks, which sucks because the sudden influx of dwarves and drinkers in the fortress has outstripped our ability to procure and source logs, which is perilous, and is likely to continue to be perilous, because the woodcutters and everyone else are stupid. Please cut the trees down. Please cut trees. I know there's not many. Have you gotten them? Please tell me there's not. Oh my God. I'm like, please cut some of these trees down, and they're like, I've thought about it. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. You cocksucker. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do this right up here. Motherfucker. Alright. I'm swearing up a storm because I'm trying to get this tree to cut down. I'm swearing like a sailor because this tree... There. Finally. Motherfuck. I'm not good at Dwarf Fortress. But I like it. It's kind of abusive. But it's one of those things where it's like a puzzle that you trap your hands in. You know what I mean? It's like a Chinese finger trap, but for your brain. It's like a mine. You know you're fucked. You've already stepped on it, but it hasn't gone off yet. And so then it becomes a bunch of what ifs. Anyways, let's put some dwarves in here. If there is an auto chop option, I forget how to set it up. Have I considered glass? Actually, yeah, that's kind of interesting. And believe it or not, no dwarves have burned. We've had various migrant waves who just came in, no problem. No problem, no dwarves, nothing. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hang out in the fortress, I guess. I have to wait until some traders come back because I've been building shit for them and I need them to please buy anything. I'm also gonna kill this baby llama because that makes me sound terrible. Anyways, I guess there's your clip right there. There's your clip. Well, I'm gonna kill this baby llama. Welcome to Dwarf Fortress. I have to turn it into meat. You don't understand. So yeah, the booze levels are unfortunately gonna not be that accurate for a while. Let's see, do we have that table? Alright, let's put the table there. And there. Boom. Put that table in there and I'll make that asshole's office. Alright. Oh, more migrants. What the fuck is going on? This fortress does not warrant this many visitors. Good day. Why? Why are you showing up here now? What is going on? I think the game has decided how to kill me. Alright, let's go ahead and assign table. Where is the, not the broker, not the craft store, not the child, obviously. Where is this bastard? Actually. Alright, let's see. No, not that. Nobles. Alright, the bookkeeper. Beezus. How could I forget Beezus? How could I forget Beezus? There you go, Beezus. You are assigned. This is your throne room. Oh, of course. And the room is that big, yes. And assign that chair. Oh, no, of course. That one also goes to Beezus. There you go. And then I'm going to go over to the brokers. And I'm going to go over to the stocks. And let's see. Gotta remember. Let's see. Bookkeeper. Settings. There we go. Highest precision. So they're going to be doing all this, and then we'll be able to get an actual count of what we have. Beezus will become a mighty miner who will mine the mightiest mines of mining of accounting. It's a deep mine in accounting. Deep hole in that. And we have a barotrauma. We have a barotrauma group in the BPL, and that will likely be a thing. You will see. You will see. Alright. We have no beds because we have no logs. And we have another chunk of dwarves coming in, which is fantastic. It's gonna be good and bad. This fortress is maybe doomed. I don't know. So there's another peasant. Wrong. Okay, peasant. Alright, so I have 3 peasants. Or do I have the start of a militia? See, I like to see things in different ways. Some people tend to, you know, potato, tomato, 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 all that stuff. I just see opportunity. I think we have the start of a militia, you know, and we'll have some good times. Oh, what do we got? By the way, the boys and girls, the charger is almost done. And as far as Children of the Honk Mother, well, that's kind of silly because that's a Space Station 13 meme that slowly got kind of pulled over to that and somewhat distorted. And I've played Spacemans a long time. I always found the Honk Mother meme and Clown Ops to be a bit tired. Clown every round is kind of boring, but when you have a good clown, one that can just make you like fucking laugh really hard in the game or like get you to break character and react to what they're doing, those are great clowns, and they're truly, truly rare in Space Station 13. They're truly, truly rare. I remember there was that one clown where he was walking around and he was just making puns about peeing on people while throwing water balloons at them. And people were like, haha, that's funny. And then security announced, they were like, please detain the clown. That's not water. He was literally talking about peeing on people while throwing balloons at them, and people thought he was making funny things about, you know, just being a clown, like being silly. No, he like pissed in all those balloons. That was a good moment. That's a good clown in Space Station 13. That's what I would consider to be a good bar for the standard of it. It takes a certain kind of man to play the clown in Space Station 13. I wouldn't say they're very proud of how they play, but it's different. Alright, so this is going to be the Great Hall. We're going to do that. We're going to have this go over here. We're going to have another bit of the Great Hall there. We're going to do this, and we're going to go boop, 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 boop. And by the way, once the Dwarf Fortress Steam version gets decent, that is to say I get comfortable with it, I'll be switching to that and just continuing to play Dwarf Fortress. I'd love to see if I could transfer a Steam from the old version of Dwarf Fortress into the new ones. Steam? A Steam? Transfer a steam. Wow. Brain power today. Transfer a save. I think that'd be kind of neat if I could transfer worlds, because then I could actually try to do something neat, which is if you could transfer world saves and what have you, you could actually do boat murdered again. I'm not sure how, but there might be a way. Seems we've struck some interesting shit. One of my favorite moments, though, was like I did have a clown that said that clowning had been rationed. He was like a austerity clown, and he would honk only once, and then you had to sign for it. Like, you had to sign for it. You had to actually sign for it. Like, okay, this is your rationed haha. It really made it grim. It really made that round very grim. It was like, wow. That clown is in some hard fucking times. So we are running low on drink. We need to make a lot more boozahol. And that's fine, because we have the ability to do so. The question is, do we have the barrels? Which if we do, I'm not really worried. Yeah, it looks like we have barrels, which is good. They're like, oh yes, cancels give water, no water source. Yeah, only alcohol. And there are some pretty good Capellan mechs. The Vindicator comes to mind. As far as Cappy mechs go, pretty good. It's like an SKS, you can't kill it. You may not love it. There may be other things as good or better, but you can't kill it. Also, Beezus has made a wonderful amount of very fantastic things. So here we go. Yeah, Cataphract's alright. But, yeah, there's some really fucked up Space Station 13 gimmicks I've seen over the years. I remember the one time where there was the clown who went around and he would just not say jokes, he would scream. He would just make the scream noise. That's it. Like, he would look in on you, there would be no, like, honk, there would be no talking. He would just crawl from, like, over the table and walk up to you and then just scream in your face and then leave. He was a really good clown. Like, people are like, oh, it's that clown again, and he would just show up and scream in your face and then leave. That was his only thing. There was no haha joke, anything. He would just scream. I've seen some other clowns that were really good. There was one I remember that would just saw his foot off. That was his thing. Is he's like, oh man, you want to hear a joke or you want to hear me saw my foot off? And then they go, what? And then he starts sawing his foot off. I mean, it's a hell of a punchline. But good goddamn. So yeah, we're gonna need to dig a hole here and put a little barracks near the front. And I don't have like anything for a bed, which is embarrassing. My military is just going to be like a bunch of hobos. But I mean, all right, we'll make do. Rock jugs to replace barrels? All right. I've never had much success with that, so please, if any of you have like good ideas in Dwarf Fortress, like, hey, you can do this, you can do that, I'm perfectly fine with help. I think that's quite fine. Does the rock jug carry any less is the question. Like, is it shittier? Because I can't make rock beds now, can I? Now, I know that I've done some really weird clown stuff. I did do Blasto the Clown, where I drank over the course of a round of Goon Station, I think 20 fucking cans of gas. And then I shot myself with a flare. And I mean, I burned so much. I was like, when is a clown not a clown? And they're like, what? And I just pulled the flare. And it was just everywhere. It was great. And then in Dead Chat, guy was like, that's a pretty hot act. Can I see it again? And I said, no. It's hard to follow. And I'm fine with Thing being heavier. I mean, I've got some jugs for honey, which is good because I have bees. So I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need bees. And yeah, so we'll make some rock jugs for a bit. Coffins are also a big business here. So we're gonna do some rock blocks. We're gonna do some. Let's see. Coffins are a big business here. That's what you want to hear, right? That's what you want to hear. Yeah, welcome to the base. Coffins are a big business here. And they're like, what the fuck? And you're like, don't worry about it. Rock jugs, rock pots, done and done. We're going down, boys. We're going down. We're gonna just keep mining. So the booze is going up. That's good. Looks like all that's been smoothed. That's all right. Let's go ahead and smooth the shit out of this stuff. Make this all nice. And then we'll just let our master engraver come through here and draw dick butt all over this, you know? That's his job. Dick butt. His job is full-time dick butt. There we go. Danger rooms don't work so much anymore. Neither does hardening the dwarves with the Dwarven Daycare. If you think you read some shit in like a metal album, Dwarven Daycare is a lot more metal than that shit. By a lot. So we're going to smooth all the walls down here. We're going to make that a big like drinking hall because I think that might offset the fact that we don't have any beds. I think that might help people forget that. We're going to destroy that llama. And be like, hey, carve dick butt in these walls all fucking day. That's your job. That's your job. All right, let's see. Chair. All right. No. The military doesn't get chairs. That promotes sitting. All right. So we got plenty. I mean, I think we're fine for now. The only real worry I have is a raid, but I can just close the door. Anyone who's outside can get fucked. I don't think we have any honey, but I'm not sure if they're going to gather it or what, because we have a lot of beehives, but I'm not sure if they're making bees or honey or anything. I just see the bees occasionally flying around. So I have people on doing bee stuff. I'm not sure if they're going to do bee stuff, but that's their job. All right, they killed that llama. Good job, boys. All right, so what we're going to do is now we're going to engrave the shit out of this hall. This is going to be our testament to our hubris. There we go. All right. Good shit. I might play Project Zomboid sometime. The Legion has a server, and Deputy and the guys have streamed that, and it's fun. Zomboid's alright. I'm not great at it, but I don't think anyone really is. I think it's just kind of a casual exploration of how stupid you can be in a single setting with hope and hubris. Good exercise in that. There's a few sticking points in Zomboid I don't care for, but I think that's almost everyone, because as the game is developed, it changes. Most of my issues are with the multiplayer being on the shits frequently, but I know they're working on it, so I can't shit on them. They're really trying, and I appreciate that. It's super nice to see people driving toward finishing a game. And it's been around a long time. Those guys could have cut and run at any point. Alright, so I'm going to start looking around at these engravings. Have they engraved anything? That's native copper, so that's something. I'm waiting to see if they engrave anything cool, because I want them to absolutely engrave the shit out of everything. I really want to see. And I don't think we have a screw press. And yeah, I am playing, basically, this game has Z levels. It has many, 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 many Z levels. I'm never going to be able to do Z levels the new way, because I'm used to shifting Z levels by holding down shift and pressing the greater or lesser than keys. That's how you navigate that. Alright, so we have some stone crafters and people doing stuff. The booze is going up and down, which is normal. I'm waiting for... I'm gonna definitely need more beds. So these guys are engraving and smoothing and doing all the things they should be doing, which is good. Excellent, we have some engravings now. Let's check. Alright. Detailed rhyolite floor. Engraved on the floor is an image of two dwarves by Tobal. Alright, so he drew his friend, me and the boys. Alright, Symbol of our civilization. Let's see. Engraved on the floor is a well-designed image of Etor Ochre Coiled, of the aquamarine iron of diamonds, the deity of metals. Wow. Alright, cool. A triumphant pose. Nice. Surrounded by three dwarves. Me and the boys. Again, me and the boys. All they're drawing is me and the boys. Alright. Yep, contemplating. The dwarf is praying and contemplating. So some holy stuff. Let's see. Oh. Alright, so he's pointing out that, yeah, somebody was made an expedition leader. But so far, a lot of me and the boys. That seems to be what they're doing. I don't have a cat anvil yet, but I can get there. They've drawn a lot of me and the boys, though. That seems to be their kind of focus right now. Alright, so here we go. Me and the boys. Me and the boys seems to be the theme of this fortress. Let's make some more liquor, boys. Autumn has come. But no traders yet. Which is pretty odd. We're just sitting here. We're about to hit year 3 in just a few months, so... This is an isolated fortress. Well, we're just gonna make a lot of liquor, I guess. And just hang out here. As we have a bunch of dwarves just running around doing whatever the fuck they want. Let's look at our animals. Looks like we have plenty of alpacas and stuff and roosters, I guess. Oh, there's a thief. So an actual thief has tried to get in the fortress, but... What is he stealing? Is he going to steal some action figures? Is this that Well Actually guy from The Simpsons? The comic book shop guy? Snord's irregulars win? Eventually. Eventually. All things in time. Unfortunately, I only have so much. And you don't guys gotta, upvote or anything. It ain't gonna help you with YouTube. You're lucky to get the views you do. I'm just glad to be here. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do, is we've got our happy little fortress, for the most part, and we are filling up all sorts of casks and things with liquor. We're trying to get our booze stockpile northwards. There we go. It just broached 400, so good job. Looks like we're getting a lot more engravings, so this is gonna be good. And I think that, you know, Lava Death Fortress has a ring to it. It really does. So we have this hive here. And that's the odd thing, is that the hive says, like, okay, not ready yet to be split, you know? And, I'm just telling the dwarves to gather honey and hives when they can. And I'm gonna just put a bunch of, you know, hives out here. So we'll see what happens. Let's put some hives out here. Oh, I need a hive. Apparently I don't have enough. Ah, the outpost liaison has arrived. Splendid. And let's see if he brought the logs and cheese I desire. All right, let's go over to the move trade goods to depot. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to go to what? Drinks? No. Weapons? Yeah, I'll trade that. Not my anvil. I need that. Gems? Yes. Stone blocks? No. Extracts? Yes. Crafts? Yes. Tools? No. Barrels? No. Buckets? No. Quivers? Yes. Let's see. Splints? Crutches? All right, there we go. Now, there's one thing I remember. There's one thing I remember is that occasionally the guys in charge of the fortress will put mandates on things, and they'll tell you you can't sell this or that. And one thing I've learned is don't listen to them ever under any circumstance, because who cares? And I've learned that if they get really uppity, you can just throw them in the lava. So it's not a big deal. There's always more nobles. Only the broker may trade. Alright, so he's like, what do I want? I'm like, bring me some fucking logs. That's what I fucking want. Bring me the logs, and bring me seeds for alcohol. And I also desire the cheeses. Bring me the cheeses. I wish all the cheeses. Bring them to me. Bring me the cheeses. Yes, bring me the cheese. All right, there we go. Yes, thank you. He's like, we love figurines. I'm like, uh-huh. Got it. So we're going to go here. We're going to have a good time. So, move goods to depot. Trader requested a depot. And we'll see what the broker can do. Well, and thank you guys for loving the mundaneness. I appreciate it. The mundaneness has been a masterpiece of just shitpost, and I really appreciate you guys enjoying it. It was my joy to DM it. It was my coming back to a game after a long time of not DMing. So it's a really good time. Okay, so we got all this good shit here, and it's worth some. It's worth 20. All right. Well, I'm going to sell that sheep's milk barrel, but that whole thing is worth 14 hundo. And I'm going to take that thing that's worth 14 hundo, and I'm going to say, give me some fucking logs, motherfucker. This is the swearingest Dwarf Fortress stream there is. I'm a hard man. I play a lot of Dwarf Fortress. Nah, I've just had a rough run recently, so I'm going to swear. Mr. Train's here. Hello, Mr. Train. What's that? Go fuck myself. All right, got it. Thank you, Mr. Train. Appreciate that. Cloth bin, wood, cloth, cloth, cloth. It's all cloth. Cloth, cloth, cloth. Ah, wood. There we go. That's what I needed. He did bring the logs I asked. He actually did. Holy shit. Alright, so I'm gonna make out like a bandit. Let's see. What else do I want? I got all the wood. Hey, the porn bots are here. Holy shit. When you get to 100,000 subscribers, they're delayed for a bit, much like all your fan base. Alright, well, hold on, let me get him there, and let's just go ahead and report this guy. And, yeah, there we go. Done and done. Easily. So then I go back to that. Oh, don't worry about the sex bots, they're fun. They're fun to let you know you've really made it. YouTube really cares about stuff like this. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna buy? Wow, he's got a drake in a cage, huh? A drake? A drake, huh? Alright, I'll take that. We're gonna have a good time. Not a great time, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we're gonna buy some barrels as well. Alright, so what do we got? That's 10. Alright, there. And then we trade. And they're like, ah, good times. And then I go, cool. Then I trade this thing. That's 1,800. That's another 1,800. And he'll be like, holy shit. And I'll be like, yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. That's right. I got stuff. I know how things work. There we go. I'm just gonna take all these nice seeds here for me, because I want them. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot. He's gonna lose some money on that, so I gotta sweeten the deal. Alright, let me go here. Now he's making profit. And he's happy. We've traded a lot of wealth for goods, so excellent. Very good time. Very good time. A mighty drake of quacks. We're doing our best. Keep him in the cage. Nah, I'm gonna let him out. It'll be fun. I might put him on the menu. Nothing but the finest for our dwarves. And you enjoy Sunless Sea. That is a fine game for yourself. It's like a novel. Absolutely enjoy games that allow you to explore. And don't ever let people explore ruin those games for you. Please explore those games. Don't let people tell you about it. Just start saying no. Just say no. I want to explore this fucking game. There's so much joy in that, playing a game like that for just the first time all the way through. Alright, so we got our Seguro rib bin. I'm just gonna give it to him. Yeah, I'm making an offer. Alright, there. That should be good. I don't need to trade no more. I got what I need. Alright, so now that we got a surplus of coffins and doors, we're going to get into making, let's see, tables for a bit. And then we're going to get down into, okay, they're going to need to make rock jugs and pots for a while. Okay, no mechanisms are needed. So we're going to go over here, and what are we going to make? Fucking beds. Well, I suppose they are fucking beds. They're made for that. We're going to have a good time in the fortress. And good morning, Greg. So far, Skillet has engraved a masterpiece. Manus Guardian, why did you make me? Leroy and Skillet. Petey Wheatstraw. One of my favorites. So we've got some more art. Let's look at this. Okay, dwarves, squash vine. Beyond the maps and the economy, the goblin parchment scroll. What? There's a book called Beyond Maps and the Economy. You gotta move beyond the economy, brother. All right. Let's see. Image of a grate. Image of a dwarf. Lot of me and the boys in this place. A lot of me and the boys. I'm seeing a lot of just image of dwarves. Okay. Male dwarf and 3 dwarves, me and the boys. Striking triumphant poses. It's just a lot of me and the boys shit. This fortress is me and the boys. Economy mania is running wild. Yeah, that's great. These guys are just... Skillet is down there engraving masterpieces. Yep. Alright. Dwarf Fortress time. Good job. Madness Guardian's just somewhere giggling right now. He's like, I made that happen. So I'm going to put beds in rooms, and the dwarves will enjoy some of them. Probably not many of them, but they will enjoy some of them. They will enjoy some of these rooms. They will have some beds. Yeah, this whole fortress is me and the boys. The whole thing. It's just a lot of that. There you go. Those are some massive rooms. They're about to get very crowded because I'm going to fill them dormitory style. I'm going to put at least 4 beds in each with space in between. Oh no, the alpaca is starving because someone brought their emotional support alpaca to the volcano. And I'd say this, but that's a bad day. We will have soon enough beds. Soon enough. There will be many beds. Yep, and then we put that there. Then we put that there. We put that there. We put that there. We put that there. See? Now there will be guys everywhere. You want to draw fan art, but you don't know what the boys look like. Okay, I'm going to say this. There is an engraver named Skillet, and he is drawing all of this, okay? So I'm willing to bet one of the boys looks like him. So if we go into Skillet and Beezus, who are both detailing walls, these are 2 of the boys putting themselves into pictures of me and the boys. So let's go ahead and look at him. And look at him. So he is very satisfied. Oh, she is very satisfied. So Skillet is a she. Within the last season, she felt satisfied after producing a masterwork. Euphoric. So let's see. 55 years old. Hair is somewhat greasy. Her very long hair is arranged in a double braid. She has very high cheekbones. Her eyebrows are high. Her somewhat narrow head is tall. Her ears are somewhat short. Her hair is burnt umber. Her skin is pink. Her eyes are brass. Her eyes are somewhat narrow. She is incredibly tough. She likes magnetite iron, venturine, olive wood, giant rhinoceros leather, sheep wool, warhammers, sheep for their wool, loons for their haunting call, the words of the tressed reticence, and the sounds of the tenebrous amethyst, and the sight of the Taup festival. When possible, she prefers to consume cave crocodile, spotted ratfish, and radfish vine. Radish vine, rather. Oh, radish wine. No. Radish wine and greasy hair. That sounds like a fucking song. All right, let's look at Beezus here. Let's go ahead and look at Beezus. Let's go check him out. Let's see. All right, so Beezus is 52 years old. You know. He has a very deep voice. His short sideburns are neatly combed. His very long mustache is arranged in double braids. His very long beard is neatly combed. His hair is clean shaven. His hair is dark brown. His skin is pink. His eyes are cobalt. His eyes are somewhat narrow. He is flimsy. So it is Beavis and Butthead down here making things. How do you get cave croc? That sounds like somebody just ordering something really pretentious at like, it's like, do you want a bloomin' onion or a cave croc? It's on that level in my brain. It doesn't sound good. It's like sewer bass. You know, it's a hyphenate that's not welcome. I'll have a cave croc and a number 10. Oh, a masterpiece bed. Excellent. People will fight over it. Alright, there we go. See, we're going to all have plentiful beds in this fortress, and everyone will be like, ooh, I can now sit in the dark, and I can lay in the dark. Both, you know? It's a really important time. Seems like a normal time. Happy time in Fortress Land. And by that I mean no one's died and we're somehow almost approaching year 3. So what in the fucking fuck is going on? Ah, more migrants. Excellent. But I have more than enough liquor and I have enough seeds. So I don't care. Bring them on. More workers for the mine. Which, now that I have the workforce, I need to fucking expand. And if I tell these people to continue to bring, you know, the good shit, and they do, it'll be great. I'll build this as a giant feasting hall, and then they can all sit down here and get drunk as fuck and just punch holes in each other. Yeah, it's a pretty good fortress. What would be on the menu in a dwarf fortress like McDonald's? Like, what would a dwarf McDonald's have in it? Don't worry about sewer bass. Deep fried sewer bass is a southern delicacy. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're going to put some tables in here. This is going to be the room with tables. This is where all the tables are going to be. It's going to be a stupid amount of tables. I want people to find this ruin and go, they really were into tables here. I think it's going to be very important here. Canned Carl. Alright. Beer. Just beer. I've never had a beer that I thought tasted truly dwarvy, except for one. There is one beer that I will say tastes dwarvy as shit. One. And it is a lion stout made in Sri Lanka. It's sweet, it's bitter, it's like drinking a cake, and it's like 8% alcohol. That just feels like dwarvy beer. Like that would just be what they have with lunch. Like that would be probably breakfast. Alright, let's see. Beer in a meat cup. Beerger. I like that idea. That horrifies me, but I like it. You have a beerger, and it's delicious. It's, you know, it's delicious. The beerger. It is tasty. It sounds horrible. Would it be cooked meat or just like a raw meat cube that you like poured a fifth into? You know, like pouring a 40 into like a meat ball. I remember one time in Dwarf Fortress, I had this lady came in with like 8 babies, and then like monsters ate them, and she was just really sad, and so I engraved her room, and then she forgot about them. Pretty amazing, you know? Just a little bit of scenery change will just help you right out. No big deal. Just a little bit of scenery change, just perk you right up. Just a little bit of that, you know? Let's go ahead and have some fun here. Let's go ahead and carve that in. And we're going to continue our excavations because I want to see what kind of mining and ores we have down here near the volcano. Because frequently, I never get that close to volcanoes in this game, so I'm excited. I like rum ham. I like rum ham as an idea. Rum ham, in fact, is actually just Cuban ham, because you use rum and orange and lime and there's zest and stuff. So we're going to continue mining down because I'm going to get all the way down and we're just going to keep grinding our way in. We're just going to drill down and drill deep because, while it's fine to have some rooms where the dwarves are like excited because they're able to eat things, you know, I want to make sure that they also don't kill all of us with hammers. Because dwarves will do that. They'll just murder the fuck out of you with hammers. It's horrible, but they do it. Not Cuban Pete ham. That would be very different. Cuban Pete ham would be catastrophic. Oh no, there's a Dwarven Ranger who cancels hunt because no ammunition. That means I have not assigned them to not that job. So they need to get with the program. This is going to be the military in here. This is where the military is going to sleep. All these bums are going to sleep in here, and all they're going to do is just wrestle. That's going to be their full-time job. It's just fight each other. Alright, so now I need to build a military. This is going to be fun and terrible. And I mean, they're going to be awful, so don't worry about it. So I've got a few that just say peasant, and if they say peasant, they're joining the military. So here we go. We're going to get into the military screen, and we're going to create a squad, and we're going to say no uniform because we don't have any. And then we're going to go through our pool here. And this is where it gets really much a pain in the ass, because you have to go through no. Okay, peasant, yes. Let's take this ranger. Let's take this trapper. Let's take anybody that hasn't gotten on with the program. Animal caretaker, and then another animal caretaker. What else? Another peasant, another peasant, another peasant. There, that's good. They are the Cobalt Abysses. Excellent. Now, we need to create a schedule to get them to train. And you need to sleep in the barracks, and you need to, God damn it, let me think. Let me think. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm getting there. Let's, no. 10 soldiers minimum. No. 2 soldiers minimum. There. Enter select. Good job. So we're going to train, and we're going to say copy orders. Wait, it's not 10 minimum. God damn it. I have fucked up my orders. Edit orders. There we go. 2 soldiers minimum. There. Good. And train. Yes. Good. And then it's... what have I done? Shift enter done. I'm a fucking idiot. It's one little thing doing it wrong. All right, there. Train 2 minimum. Cool. Copy order. And then we're going to paste orders. There we go. Your job, you are going to train so hard. I'm going to make you punch each other in the corner. It's going to be great. I think the precursor to a militia is a vested interest. Or a belief. Alright, let's do a bedroom and this is the barracks. Barracks, yes. The Cobalt Abysses. You're gonna train in there. Fuck yes, you're gonna train in there, and you're gonna sleep in there. Yes, you are. You're gonna enjoy your time in the military. And then I go into my military screen and I go to the Cobalt Abysses. And I go, let's see, schedule. Yeah, they should be training. Good. All right. Should be all right. And then I just make sure, hold on, let me think. Alerts, Cobalt inactive. No, I need to make them active. Trying to think. You need to be training. Send squad to alert, retaining orders, no orders. All right. Oh, shit. Inactive training. There we go. Let's see. Delete that alert. Yes. And then there. There's what you should be doing. You should be training. And you are active now. Good. Got it. Ta-da! And I'm excited for Homeworld 3, but if you told me that Homeworld 3 needed another 10 years to be good, I'd wait. Okay, they're training now. Excellent. Now they're all just going to sit in there and box each other in the face, and they're going to call it training. Eventually, one of them will become a wrestler, and the rest may become crippled. But we're learning. So me and the boys, wrestle team. That's what we got going. Very good. We also have one hammer dwarf somehow, but let's not get into how he got here. Engravings are proceeding. Tables are proceeding. Everything's going good. I mean, a finished game to me is worth a lot more than, you know, oh my god, it's soon. Because I watched, like, Darktide and I thought it was okay. But I'll wait. I'll just wait a little bit. Till it gets good and cheap. I'll wait till Christmas. Or next Christmas, you know? However, one of my Patreons pointed out something. And I hope they're not pulling my leg. But they said that there is a Starship Troopers game coming out that's 12-player horde fighting, and my desire to know more has intensified. I think that is a very interesting game. I don't need an early Christmas. But I'm telling you this much. Fireteam Whiskey versus the Bugs will be very funny. Catch will drop napalm on all of us. So, Fireteam Whiskey, Starship Troopers sounds like something you guys are interested in. You do understand we're all going to die. Yeah, it's going to be the Clendathu drop thing. It's going to be basically every round of Deltard I ever played on Colonial Marines. We're not very smart people. So we've got some engraving going on, where we actually have a room where people can drink. We have 56 dwarves. Drink is doing okay. We're rapidly outstripping our ability to produce containers for shit, though, which is unfortunate. And these sudden influxes of assholes have not helped. All right, let's do that. We're going to try to get our numbers back up. And we're going to try to make our food good. So we have to keep trying to ratchet up, you know what I mean? But yeah, Starship Whiskey. I guess we have to do that. Starship Whiskey. The Black Pants Legion Adventure. Shoot Space Bug and Dick. The game. Well, yeah, we're all going to die. I agree. But it is certainly about how hard we laugh at it. I'm glad to know it is real. I can't believe we're about to hit year 3 of this fortress. We're engraving masterpieces. We're doing really well. And I'm wondering, like, so far the engravings have been incredibly tame. And I just mean incredibly tame engravings. Alright, let's see. Image of the civilization, skillet, selection of the dwarf for the expedition leader, so it's suck up, miss. Oh, wow. Foundation of the settlement, image of a mall. Let's see, image of a dwarf and 2 donkeys by Beezus. A guy's kissing the donkeys. All right, good. And then we've got, position of the broker. Again, people are, wow, this whole center row is people kissing animals. Or laboring and celebrating worker labor. Position, promotions, promotion. Yeah, like just in this, oh wow, here we go. Now we've got one of our like masterpieces. Wow. It's gonna be nice. It's all gonna be dumb. And by masterpiece, I mean the actual metal, because the floor is just weird. They're just drawing promotions. Why are they doing this? I don't know what they're doing in this fortress, but it's bothering me a little bit. So far, they seem mostly bored. They're shit posting. They're not doing anything too terribly terrible. I mean, they're just doing dwarf stuff. I will say this. I am probably and likely going to be playing the Steam version when it comes out. But I was thinking, if you guys wanted, there's this game I like playing called Pulsar: The Lost Colony. And I'm not sure if you guys have like really gotten into it, but I really like it. And it's kind of like Carrier Command, but in space. Imagine a really fucked up Star Trek. I've played it on stream before. I've recorded a few episodes. If you guys are interested, we've gotten really good at the game in terms of breaking it in bad ways. We actually, as a biscuit company, stole a nuclear weapon and shot a bunch of people. We also sold a bunch of biscuits because we're biscuit people. And it's really about little stories like that. If you guys want, maybe next Tuesday I could fire that up for you, and we could see what sort of fun things go, and then we can transition to the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress and see how it goes. And I think that would be just fine. Pulsar's fun. It's horrifying, but it's fun. And you'll have a crew soon. You just need to be insistent. You just have to say, I know you play Pulsar, and grab them by the lapels and look into their eyes and say, I need a pilot. I need a pilot. Yeah, so our military's upstairs, wrestling each other, doing wrestle stuff. We have more than enough liquor to sink the world. We are not good people when it comes down to biscuits and shit, but we do our part, which is biscuits and shit. I mean, it's very cromulent. Yes, very, very, very much. Vast, whimsical. Yes, cromulent. It's fun to make words. We also have some really fun things. The Magistrata Mundanus has a few more episodes left. I think there's 19 episodes, but the last few are really long, and they get into some really crazy shit. Like, they really went hard and stupid in the best ways. And it's a wonderful game. So that's going to be coming out soon. Then the Charger soon. And the Charger is really good. We just finished scoring it today, despite the challenges I've had in production, which I've gone over on the Patreon. But yeah, we've done really, really well. And I think everyone is on the team is incredibly happy about it. And wrestling dwarves are great. I once had a really, really big squad of wrestling dwarves, and I had 2 or 3, and it was great because I had a rock land, like the giant. What are you? That is a magma crab. Excellent. So the magma crabs are crawling out of the volcano. They're just out there doing their thing. And I haven't seen any of the stuff for MechWarrior 5 yet. I kind of wait until my mods all get updated and then I play it some more. I like my mods. But we have a few other things we're going to do that is gonna be good. We have a Traveler game after that is pretty stupid as well. The Deputy ran, and I played as Plasma Man from Space Station 13 in that. We have a full crew of lunatics in that as well, and it's a full crew of lunatics. It's like my guy's fairly tame. Uh-oh. The trapper is seized by a fey mood. Hope he doesn't try to make something, because we ain't got shit but rocks. So let's see what he claims, because we have limited craft shit. Okay, he's running in. What's he going for? Okay. He has seized a craftsdwarf's workshop. Okay, what's he gonna grab? Let's see, if he grabs enough stuff, he may just begin the construction, which is really cool. Let's see. What is he... Okay. I'm waiting until he finishes seizing what he's grabbing, because if he just starts making shit, it's going to be great. Don't worry about the crab. Okay, he has not begun the construction, which means he's missing something. He must have rock, and he must have yarn cloth. We don't have any of that, so you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, we don't, so go away. He's like, I need cloth, and I'm like, at a volcano? At a volcano. In a volcano. He's just gonna have himself a good volcano yarn, because that's what we have in a volcano. And you can't super chat me, because I've never turned that on. I don't believe in it. It's not for me. I think it's distracting. I have a Patreon. This is just for fun. The bigger videos are what the Patreon's for. This should be about just having fun, you know? If you feel like you have to support me, though, I will tell you, coming up is the annual Christmas dump we do, and we usually raise a lot of money. We usually raise a lot of money for charity, and if you want to dump money on that, you can then. He wants the magma, but... Well, he wants the yarn. He will get the magma. We are not the same. There will be bees. Yes. He really seems to want special rocks and yarn, but that's not going to fucking happen. That's outside of my industrial purview. I'm going to get us some really good footage for the Christmas dump. We have a lot of fun things planned. There's some more Sniper Elite with a cop. There's going to be a variety of things. There will be a variety of things, you'll see. Deputy also wants to run a Twilight 2000 game at some point. So we'll see. So we have more than enough farming, which is really nice. This is good times. Somehow. We're doing really decent. Ooh, that looks like native copper all the way through, so let's grab all of this. I might strike some coins. And I might turn this into a really cool, like, hall or something, I don't know. I'm just mining like crazy. We have plenty of tables, plenty of chairs. We're getting into better fortress stuff. I have terrible efficiency in this fortress, so we'll see what's what. And I have no interest in wanting to play the MechWarrior RPG at this point. It seems a bit difficult for me to wrap my head around. And as far as Jagged Alliance 2, I've put enough time into pacifying Arulco and fighting Queen Daedriana to remember almost every cutscene verbatim. I might record it. I haven't decided yet, but I have to find which version of the game I actually want to play. And I would love to have, like, I think flintlocks would actually be, like, matchlock guns and stuff would work in Dwarf Fortress just fine. I think it'd be kind of interesting, because you'd have to make a powder mill and everything else, and you could just blow your fucking fortress up. Yeah, Mage. People keep mentioning it to me. I haven't played MechWarrior 5 in about 6 months. I've been just busy. So, people, I don't play a lot of games. Sad to say. I'd say in the past 3 weeks I've maybe played 4 hours of games. Other stuff comes up. No, I'd say I played Pulsar on 4 hours on 2 occasions. That would be, yeah, that's where my time went. But I have an eclectic mix in games. I love Battletech, but I can't have everything Battletech. So when it comes to my games, sometimes I'll play Battletech games and I really get into them, and then sometimes it's just enough to read about it. Because if you make everything, my God, it's like the Games Workshop people. You get trapped, you know? You gotta have some variety. You can't have all cake all the time. Otherwise, you really have a rough time. Oh, we struck some amethyst. Excellent. All right, let's continue to drill down here. I think Rosselhag is a great setting for Battletech. And I will. I do like reading those, Greg. They're very fun. But so far, I mean, the fortress is going good. I have more than enough booze. We have more than enough rocks. We have more than enough workers. The bedding situation isn't great, but it's sufficient. And we have the beginnings of a military. We have some bees apparently out there. We have a door. We've actually got a front door. So the fortress is coming along and a lot of shit is engraved. So we're doing decent. Amazingly, for someone trying to relearn the game, I am astounded at my level of seeming competence. I'm alarmed that this is all Dunning-Kruger effect, and I will soon be reminded of the scope of what I do not know in rapid order. And I suppose that is the hazard in this. What do with Volcano? Well, okay, let's start discussing Volcano plans. I've got an idea, and it goes like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a floor, right? And I'm going to build a floor, and I'm going to start the floor right here. There we go. And we're just going to make that out of rhyolite blocks. Okay, we don't have enough rhyolite blocks, but we have more than enough just rhyolite, looks like. So let's not use the rhyolite blocks. And, there. And let's just use pure rhyolite. There. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pillar kind of out there. And I'm going to put this pillar out there, and I'm going to make it this nice little pillar. And then that's where the trade depot is. And I'm going to put this pillar on the end of the trade depot, just sitting there right over the volcano. And when the elves show up, I'm going to saw through it so they fall down and embrace Zorg. I want them to burn and then be changed and crisped. And anyways, you know, I want people to leave. Simple as. And they can bring me trees or they can taste the fire. I think the volcano will sort them out. The volcano is very fair. It treats everyone the same. And they love nature. There's magma crabs down there. There's so many opportunities. In the volcano of fun. They don't know what's down there or what's not down there until they look. Think about the exploration they'll have, right? I think that's what it's about. Does your mountain have iron? Not yet. Native copper, amethyst, few other things. Haven't even hit hematite. I haven't seen that, so I'm thinking that I may be a little bit fucked. But not tremendously fucked. Not like fucked. I think I'll be alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and build this nice little thing here. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to just leave that right there. And they can take off with all their shit. And I don't care. Now that guy is probably still in there screaming about cloth. But I don't have time to worry about that at all. The military is doing its thing. We have some engravers engraving. Wow, they're engraving like fucking crazy. We should have more than enough beds for now. Kind of a problem. Uh-oh. Here comes the porn bots again. Just to let you know that YouTube cares very much. I love that. I love that so many times. Thank you, porn bots. I appreciate it. What a fine time. It'd be cool if we could get 420 upvotes. No more, no less. I think that'd be kind of neat. Uh-oh, what happened? Some dwarves became... Alright, a lot of events just happened. Gave birth to a boy, seeking infant, became recruits, struck amethyst, native copper, again native copper. Be gone, bot. Shall not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. Have you not read your Orange Catholic Bible? Young Polytrades? Destroy them. So, what are we going to do? We're going to build ourselves a nice little magma bridge where we'll build a nice little trade depot, and then we will proceed to remove Elf. Okay, so is this guy tearing his clothes off? Because if he's doing that, that's kind of different. He's doing the action movie thing. I think he's lost his mind. It's none of my business. None of my business if he's lost his mind and just throwing clothes off. But, you know, he could at least clean up after himself, right? So let's go ahead and just make sure that it's not forbidden. It should be, yeah, this is just people's clothes. He's just dumped his clothes off as he lost his mind, I think. No, that's what you get. That's what you get for trying to buy stuff. Zorg Mountain. Uh-oh. Another birth. Damn. We're doing really well. We're about to hear year 3 of this fortress, so you've watched this happen live. Tex can play Dwarf Fortress for at least 3 years. In-game years. If I ran this for 3 real years, I'd need like a supercomputer. Alright, there we go. Put more tables in. For the grand dining hall in the dark that contains only a nominal amount of chest-high boulders that you could smash into with your legs. Good times. Can we eat the magma crab? We're probably going to have to. At this rate, I mean, I have to keep watching the drink because it suddenly and perilously goes low, which always alarms me a lot. Okay, we've made enough fucking doors. That's enough fucking doors. All right, here we go. What are we going to do? 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 Let's see. We're going to do some... We got plenty of coffins. So what's the difference between a cabinet and a coffer? Does anyone know? Difference between a cabinet and a coffer and its actual functional difference? Like, what is its difference? A cabinet, a coffer, a bin? Because I know you can make some things out of rocks and some things out of this, but what does it do? What is the difference? Tell me! Tell me! I normally just build the cabinets out of or bins out of wood. So it's been a while since I've had to do pretty much pure stone. And I want to see what I got here. So coffers are for coins. Interesting. Coffer keeps monies? I'm just wondering what I should put with these things. Ah, coffers open vertically, cabinets open horizontally. Excellent. Thank you. Alright, fine. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played as well. Alright, so I need bins. Unfortunately, I need wood to make bins. So I have to trade for wood whenever it comes in. And I have no trees here in the snowy desert. Oh, there's that guy going around crazy. Boy, he's lost his marbles. Look at that. He is mad as fuck. Look at that, screaming and running around. Look at him. He's just running around on the volcano up there. I'm going to tell him this much. If he doesn't calm his tits, I'm going to send the military over there and tune him up. I've had enough of your screaming, sir. You brought up yarn and shit. It's not Dwarfy at all. They got normal people in here making kids, making booze. They're doing all the things they should be doing. You're out there screaming. Tore all your clothes off. And how does one fortress a dwarf? I don't know. How does one make in 1911? Time, pressure, patience, and metal. Let's see. Craft a cat sarcophagus. Perhaps. Perhaps soon. The cats are fine, though. No cats have died. Which is amazing, considering that this is quite literally just over lava. Alright, there we go. Rhyolite. We're just going to build our nice little platform here. So then we can build the even next level of the platform, which is going to be nice. And it's just going to go over the lava, and it's going to be fine. It will be more than fine. We're just going to put the lava there. And then it will be exactly 3 wide. And there we go, rhyolite. And it'll be safe. Don't worry that it looks like someone putting out a middle finger or a dick or something. This whole fortress is just me and the bros and dick jokes. And so far, magma crab, comma, singular. And that's it. We have a bunch of dudes wrestling in the dark. And yeah, I know this doesn't sound like maybe a PG fortress, but I'm doing the best I can. Oh, it means a lot to me. It didn't at first. I started playing this game in 2008, and off and on over the course of over a decade, I've managed to learn how to do some of it. And by some of it, I mean like I can fumble at the controls like someone who's just stoned out of their mind and produce an occasional effect. I am a dabbler in this game. But there's people who can do amazing shit in this game. I'm not among them. If you want to know someone who does this game and does it beautifully and brilliantly and with a lot of like verve and passion, please, 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 please go watch Krug Smash. Krug Smash spelled with a K. Krug Smash. Yeah. That is exactly who you should be watching for this. He makes it look easy, which lets you know that he's a master. So we're going to build our nice little lava trade depot over here. And then when the elves come in, I will remove the lava supports and they will go in and burn alive. And it will make me feel better. Because they brought things that I don't need. And that guy is still probably screaming. Has he screamed his way down the mountain or is he all screamed out? No? Alright. See you later. I'm sure he'll be fine. However, as soon as he's found dead, we will have to put his body into the hallway of shame. Yeah. Let's see. Where's his burial thing? We're just gonna go ahead and have to just put that body down there. We're just gonna have to go ahead and put the burial receptacle over here, and we're gonna put it in the Hall of Happy. And we're just going to put the burial receptacles everywhere. And we're just going to put them, and it's going to be the honored hall of the adequately murdered and or accidentally dead. And this is where it goes. We just put these things here. Put that here. Put that here. And, yeah. Am I looking forward to the GUI? No. I'll still be doing it this way. Because habit. Playing this game for over a decade like this, I mean, it'd be like, hey, Space Station 13, you can actually move around with a controller now. I wouldn't be able to do it. Too many years of this. clumsy as this is, I'm used to it. I mean, I'm doing 2 hands on the keyboard right now, and as you can see, I can do it pretty okay. Pablo, though, is a master. It looks like air traffic control. All right, time to build our funerary hallway. And I'm making it share the hallway with the dwarven bedrooms because, let's be honest, the long sleep and the short sleep aren't that far apart. So there we go. We got our happy little fortress here. All right. Yeah, Trapper's hydrated. Well, it's because he decided to go outside and scream until he couldn't find his way home, and he's probably going to melt. But it's okay, because I built him a future home. It's 4x6, so we're going to put it here, and use for burial? Yes. And I will allow pets, of course. Because all dogs go to heaven, but most dwarves go in that box. And that's where they live. There's all your fine coffins. We got some fine dwarves doing fine dwarfy things. We're slowly building the magma middle finger to the dwarves. I mean the elves. Well, I mean it's for the dwarves as well. It's for the dwarves. That's who it's for. We've got plenty of we're making plenty of headway so far, and stockpiles are going up and down. The plants are more than able to keep track with our booze stockpiles. Let's get into what do we got. We don't have anything for wax yet, but we'll get there. Craftworks Workshop. Let's get into figurines, because last time around that made us a lot of money. Actually, no. You need to get into rock, what is it? Rock pots. There we go. Mason's Workshop. We're going to make some, let's see. More tables. We're going to make more tables for the big table room. It'll be good. It'll be okay. Well, I mean, look, they're going through the box one way or another, and that's just how it happens. It just happens. It's not, I mean, you know. So I'm gonna build a little burn platform, and the dwarves are gonna carry the rocks out there, and everything's gonna be fine. And we've reached year 3 of the fortress, so holy shit. But at this time, I think it's about time to probably check out. I need to start winding down, and you know, gotta start acting my age by going to bed at a respectable time on occasion. That being said, I wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the occasional reminder that I'm worth it from folks like you. So I'll see you guys later, and stay safe out there. Look out for each other if you can, and take what joy you can when you will.